Hey, this is Adam, doing another vid for YouTube. Let's go ahead and take a look at the market. Coin market cap. It is May 23rd, 2020, 6:21 a.m. Pacific. Bitcoin is at $9,143. Volume's 28 billion. Volume has come down quite a bit. Volume has been dropping the last week. Ethereum is at $206. Volume's 11.5 billion. So it's almost half the volume that it normally is. Bitcoin Cash, $232, 2.4 billion. It's a little low on volume. Bitcoin SV, $193, 1.1 billion. Again, a little low on volume. Litecoin, $43.81, 2.7 billion. So it's low on volume. Ethereum Classic, $6.43, 1.2 billion volume. Again, a little low. Dogecoin, $0.25 of a penny. That's 0.0025 cents. Volume's 211 million. Again, volume's down a little. Doge, I don't know much about. Just gut feeling. I want to keep an eye on it. That's why. BAT token is at 20 cents. Volume 75 mil. Volume a little low. I like BAT. I use Brave browsers now. I really like their service. Plus you get tokens, so it's a great deal. I don't know, I get like $5 a month just using the browser, so it's a great deal. Omisco is at $1.94, 701 million. Volume has been ramping up last couple of days because the price has gone up. I think it was like at 50 cents. It's gone. It's hit over $2. I actually sold some Omisco this morning. I bought it a while back, just a gut feeling. It went up quite a bit. I switched some Omisco and got something else. Icon, 31 cents, 38 mil in volume. Again, low in volume. Icon I bought way back when it was like 10 cents. It went up to like 50 cents. I sold some, bought something else. Again, it was just gut feeling. QTUM, $1.69. I bought QTUM like a month or two ago. It's just gut feeling, but it's been moving up. Engine, 17 cents. At some point I'm gonna buy some Engine. Not sure when. Raven coin is at 1 cent, 1.8 cents. At some point I'm gonna buy some Raven coin. I don't know when. Volume is 14.5 mil. It's probably a little low. I don't know much about Raven coin. I just recently started looking at it. Status, 2.5 cents, 23 mil in volume. Status I bought like a while back. I think I sold Icon and bought some status. Just a gut feeling. Ren is at 9.7 cents, volume 7.8 million. I'm going to buy some at some point. I just don't know when. Steamer, 7.1 cents. Volume is 918,000. I sold some Omisco and bought Steamer. Again, just a gut feeling. So, I do a lot of things just by my gut feeling. It's kind of served me well. Way back when I was in college, I was at Hayward State. They had, my first computer course was object-oriented programming paradigm, and I had studied it for a couple of months, just reading, not really in depth, but just kind of browsing and just reading some major conceptual thoughts around it. The more I studied it, the more I realized I should be paying attention to it. And when I did my computer course, I just gut feeling I picked Java. Then the whole school, all the graduates, everybody is still programming C. So I went and talked to the head computer guy, and I told him that I wanted to do all my courses in Java. He kind of laughed. I don't know. He just like kind of puzzled. He's like, he was a little surprised. He's like, you're going to program in Java. And I was like, yeah, me. Again, it was just gut feeling, but it worked out well. Cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, crypto block technology. It's been around for a while. I know. A lot of the younger kids who are into the cryptocurrencies, they think like it all started back in 2008, but it's not the case. I mean, I had an agency reach out to me back in 1995. I mean, a couple years before 2000, asking me if I was interested in cryptocurrency, and it wasn't Bitcoin. There was something else around. Like there was already a cryptocurrency around, because I remember it. I forget what the name of it was. At the time, it was so new, and it was just not even close to being a real technology that I just said I wasn't interested in it. I mean, there was just too much unknowns and too much faulty software. So I was like, it wasn't for me. But I always kept an eye on it. And my gut feeling tells me this is the year to get into it. So I started getting into it at the beginning of this year. Again, it's just my gut feeling. I think so the previous cycles, you look at 4-year cycles of Bitcoin. The previous cycles, you have the run up, and then it's a bear for like 3 years. You have like 1 bull, 3 bears. So overall, it's a bear market. But I think this year, like, it all changes. Like, this year is the beginning of the overall bull cycle. I mean, sure, it could get derailed, things could fall apart. The crypto people could be outsmarted by the regular business people, and it all falls apart, or it all becomes a subsidiary of regular businesses. I mean, that could very well happen. But I think, given the intellectual level of all the people in the industry, I think they're going to win out. I mean, again, it's just a gut feeling. But anyways, I think this is the beginning of the bull cycles. Just like the stock market, it took a while, but overall in general, the stock is a bull cycle. It just continually goes up in the long term. I think this is the year that the crypto market begins that. It this this year is the starting point of the future of just a one big bull cycle for the crypto market. So I got in. I put in a couple of hundred just to play around. I had to work out strategies for the market. So I have a family member who used to work for Morgan Stanley, and he did pretty good. Worked his way up to vice president title. He did all right. He averaged like 7 to 15% return a year consistently for like at least a decade. So he was considered really good. He was considered pretty good. But having said that, like, I think the reason why I picked cryptocurrency this year is because I'm kind of expecting like a minimum of like 1,200% return in the crypto market. It's just gut feeling. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I tried opening up an account and just different strategies. If you do Bitcoin, if you DCA at significant support levels, like you DCA once or twice a month, just significant support and significant support levels are pretty easy to figure out, because I have a link to my website. It's got a list of the YouTubers that I like. As far as TA, technical analysis, like these guys, Bitcoin trading, Crypto Kirby, Crypto Revolution, do-it-yourself investing, Crowns, Crypto Cave, the Mango Research, sometimes even Startup Crypto. I mean, a lot of them, they're always in agreement whenever a resistance level has been met or a support level has been met. I mean, they're surprisingly consistent, which goes to show you, I mean, technical analysis it's a real science. I mean, people come to the same, multitudes of people come to the exact same conclusions. I know TA is pretty important. I don't use TA. I tried it, and I actually lost most of my profits. So at the beginning of the year, just playing with a couple of hundred, I was averaging about 100% return a month. That's why I was thinking like I should get 1,200% return this year. So January, February, March, I was doing like 100% return, and then March it crashed, and that kind of wiped out a lot of my profits. So that's when I decided that I need to like figure out other strategies than just DCA significant support levels, because I mean, if you do Bitcoin and DCA, I figure you're going to get about 200 to 400% return. Just DCA with Bitcoin, but I'm kind of hoping for more than that. So that's why I have to develop different strategies. Yeah, so I think it's just like average high school graduate, somewhat intelligent, someone who learned how to learn concepts, someone who's not afraid to buckle down and read and figure things out. I think that person should easily get a 1,200% return. I mean, if you're smart, if you have some affinity for this stuff, like you should get like a 5,000% return. And that's just playing long. I'm not day trading. I'm not shorting. I'm not leveraging. I'm just buying, selling coins. I just DCA, buy, sell coins. And yeah, I think if you have an affinity, if you get a few lucky moves, like you could easily get a 5,000% return. But we'll see how it plays out. I'm kind of hoping like 5,000% this year, probably about a 9,000% next year. The third year, I don't know. Third year, I don't know if it's going to be I don't know for sure if it's going to be a big bull. I mean, even in the overall bull cycle, you have a few bear seasons or years, so you have to accommodate for that. So the crypto market, it could blossom into the new economy market, like the stock market that emerged. Like this could very well be the new market. Yeah. So within this market, you have the cryptocurrencies, and pretty much all of them have some sort of store of value. Although Bitcoin is the store of value. These other coins, altcoins, alternative coins, they have other functionalities. They're focusing on other functionalities rather than just store of value. So one could be carrying out financial transactions, like Ripple, Lumens, Stellar. These, they operate transactions at really low fees, much lower than the regular banks. So you have different utilities. And the whole system, they're all moving towards a decentralized system. Like the actual network, the apps, like everything is at multiple levels and layers. They're going decentralized. So it's the opposite concept of what we regular have, which is a centralized organization, a centralized system. So there are things to figure out because of this major shift. Factors that I'm trying to figure out is the influence of deflation and inflation of the regular fiat currencies, and how it's going to affect the crypto markets. It's going to be pretty significant. Quite a few fiats in the future will probably collapse. So right now we're seeing Venezuela and Iran, their currencies are in hyperinflation. Unfortunately, if everything proceeds as usual, the US dollar will be hitting that exact same path. So, a lot to think about there. The other thing about the crypto market is tech people, and just in general progress. A lot of it may come from the crypto block technologies. So that's another big aspect that's going to push the bull. I'm trying to also think about the currencies and how businesses can adapt, how businesses can evolve using the crypto technologies. I think the crypto market is seriously undervalued. Ethereum, especially Ethereum. I mean, $206, and also Ethereum Classic. What's that at? Yeah, Ethereum Classic $6.40. you have companies like Morgan Stanley, a lot of the big banks. They're figuring out how to use the crypto tech to improve their businesses. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if these big businesses, even like a financial firm like Morgan Stanley, they actually become a cryptocurrency blockchain corporation. I mean, it's possible that this becomes bigger than them. I like Bitcoin Cash. Roger Ver, he seems like a pretty smart guy. I mean, he's really pushing Bitcoin Cash to be a currency, like actual currency to be used by the world. Like he's developed apps and hardware that helps with the transactions of Bitcoin Cash. You could be a retailer and use their retail cash app, which is really nice. At some point, I would think a big company is going to come in and just buy Bitcoin Cash, just buy them all. I mean, Bitcoin Cash, market cap is 4.29 billion. So you're like, most people, they're like 4.29 billion. They're like, wow, that's quite a bit. It really isn't. I mean, you look at BlackRock, Morgan Stanley, you look at any big bank, any big financial institution, any of them. There's like hundreds of them. You look at any of them. They have a couple of $100 billion in cash that they just keep on hand. I mean, you have tech companies. You have like Microsoft, Oracle, Amazon, Apple. I mean, go look at their financials. I mean, they have like $100 billion in cash. Probably like in something like a savings account or something similar. There's just cash available there. $100 billion. So I mean, Bezos may wake up one morning and say, "Hey, dollar hyperinflation, it's probable, and it could do some really serious damage to Amazon. To protect that, we should have a cushioning." Like, I mean, Bitcoin Cash isn't going to be hyperinflated. There's so many number of them, and it's already set up for retail. Like, Amazon could just integrate Bitcoin Cash into their system, and the whole world can use Bitcoin Cash. I mean, you have a worldwide currency ready, available for retail, a worldwide network. You could get it all for 4.3 billion. I mean, that's nothing to Amazon. I mean, they have $100 billion in cash just to play with. Yeah, so I think these the cryptos are really undervalued right now. I mean, seriously undervalued. Overall, in the long bull run, I mean, some of these will go up like 100,000 times. Like I said, that's why I came into the market this year. Trying to figure out how I can play this to my advantage. Well, anyways, I'm gonna call that a day.